So we went up in fourths here, fourth, you know, following the scale. So 4 scale tone chords up from the 7th is the 3rd, because it's root 2, 3. So it's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if we started on root, it'd be root 2, 3, 4. So it's called a fourth. That's just a convention in music, that you count the first note as a scale member. So going up in fourths, we have the fourth of the actually 3 scale tone notes up from the 7th is the 3rd, and etc. to the 6th, to the 2nd, to the 5th, and to the root. So it'd be 5, 6, 7 root. Now going down, we go down in fifths. Okay, so the 5th of the root is 5. I've got a 5. From the 5, a fifth from the 5th is the 2nd. A 5th from the 2nd is the 6th. Okay, a 5th from the 6th is the 3rd. And a 5th from the 3rd is the 7th again. You know? So you go down in fifths, up in fourths, in a pattern stack that is done in all P4 tuning. But this isn't what the guitar is strictly, because with the guitar we have a different tuning. We don't have all perfect fourths tuning. We have the tuning perfect fourths on the bottom 4 strings, and also on the top 2 strings we have a perfect fourth, but we have a perfect third or a diminished fourth between the G string and the B string. Okay, and this is helpful for guitar players, but it creates it has consequences, but they're not necessarily bad consequences. You just have to learn that when we look at the real guitar, we're going to have to account for that tuning third. So what happens here is, so we have, let's say we're going to make a fretboard here, and we're going to start it on the 7th. So we're going to call E the 7th there. So what key would we be in? If I put the fret nut here, what key would we be in if this was the lowest note on your guitar? E note. We would be in, it would be lettered for the key of F. So this is what you would think of when you're playing. You would think that F would be the root, because F is the first fret. Alright, now we're not done yet. And I fixed the graphics program so we can work with the warping of, you know, the changing of the tuning easier now. So what do? We're going to adjust the pattern for the tuning. So we'll take this out and move it over 1, because we have a different tuning on that 5th string, between the 4th and the 5th string, counting from the bottom, of course. My method might be backwards, but it works. So now I can adjust these. I reinstalled the image program, Earphone View. So, and we'll just, you know, make sure everything's lined up. Now we have our guitar. This part, you know, this part doesn't matter anymore. Down here doesn't matter. We're not looking there. So now we have essentially a guitar, and the lettering means that this guitar is in the key of F, and that's rock solid. Okay, that it has to be that way, unless this was a capo. And if you put, you know, if you put the capo, you can put it anywhere. Mine happens to be on the regular E because I've down tuned my guitar to get a lower register down here. So if this is on the E, then like I say, it would be like your fret nut. So the E would be a 7 and the root would be an F. So that's how we get the top and the bottom string to match, because we brought that over. We brought the top two strings over because we have to maintain the perfect fourth between the top two strings, but there's a perfect third between string 4 and string 5. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from the fourth to the sixth is just a perfect third. Alright? So that's one of the builds that we can do. And we'll just set the pattern back the way it was. No matter, so this is the 10 string pattern stack. Okay, so the reason why the 10 string pattern stack is in perfect fourths is because we're going to apply these same patterns, the S2L and the S3L. And it's a good idea to just become familiar with these patterns as far as the numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2, because you can see how they're arranged, that the 5, 6 is going to be arranged such that we have what's called an S3S, a stack of 3 short, in the middle. And this is one of your building blocks, and this is the other building block to pentatonic scales.